Hello, Aston Clinton! Yay! I like your style. A school with a pub in it. If they'd have had schools with pubbing when I was at school, I'd have stayed on for the sixth form. I tell you, this is fucking brilliant. I ain't even had a beer yet. I'm looking forward to it though, because real ale is, they don't sell it, do they? Last real ale festival I went to one of the bars and I was like, what you got? He was like, we got pig's arse, Santa's butt, fox's knob, dog's bollocks and spicy fishwife. And I was like, sounds lovely. You got any lager? He went fucking ballistic. I was like, no, I mean, I'm allowed to swear now. I'm allowed to say lager as well after 9 o'clock. But they don't like it, these real ale people, when you say lager. I was like, all right, tell me, what's it like? What beer shall I have? He was like, well, this one, it's got an oaky taste. I was like, what, like the furniture? That ain't a flavouring. He was like, this one, metallic. What, like car parts? I was like, I'll tell you what, fuck it. I'll have a fox's knob. Go on, give us it. And he was like, give it to me. And I'll tell you what, actually, right, it tasted very much like I imagine a fox's knob would actually taste like. Fucking disgusting. Some of it's all right. I mean, I'll have a go at some of it. I mean, I don't mind a bishop's finger if it's being offered up to me. You know what I mean? Or a kid. I'll have whatever. And you should be proud of the beer industry in this country. The beer industry in this country is brilliant. Any industry that can take a chair and a hubcap and turn it into an alcoholic beverage that tastes like a fox's knob, but it's so fucking alcoholic you couldn't give a shit, you've got to be proud of that, haven't you? That is brilliant. But you know what I mean? It's got its own economy as well, beer. Beer is brilliant. Beer economy. You go to a place that can't afford much, you get beer cheaper than if you go to the West End where it's really fucking expensive, right? It's got its own economy. I don't know why the government, every time in the budget, don't they go a penny off a pint. You know, it makes the front page of the newspapers. Like, we don't fucking need your penny, thanks very much. We make our own prices. 1p off something costs a fiver is basically fuck all anyway. It ain't enough for a bingo card, you patronising bastards. What you should do, take all those millions of pennies, right, add it up to millions of pounds, and pay the teachers and nurses properly. That's how you should use your fucking pennies, you bastards. The other thing you do, beer economy is great when you're abroad. Do you do this when you go abroad? This is what I do when I go. You get all your money and you go, how much have I got? I don't know. How much is a pint here? And then everything is related to how much is a pint, right? When you're 17, you first go on holiday, you go, how much money have I got? I've got 150 pints worth. And that's all you've got, 150 pints. You don't eat 150, that's all you do. It's just beer, sun, sand, and sexual disappointment. Because you're only 17. You've taken the condoms, but you know full well they're the only thing coming back in your suitcase unworn. As you get older, you don't. I mean, you have to make provisions for things like food. I can't survive 10 days on just beer anymore. I have to have food every now and again. But I still use beer economy, because beer economy works brilliant, right? You go, how much is an ice cream? I ain't paying no more than 1 pint for an ice cream. That's it. That's all I'm paying for an ice cream. You go, 148 pints for a trip up the Nile? Fuck that, I ain't going there. You go, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get a video of a trip up the Nile, and we'll watch it when we get home. We'll have 148 pints in the fridge. We'll have a whale of a time. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get more videos. We'll get a video of every trip up of every river in the world. We'll have a fucking round-the-world booze cruise when we get home. But you know what'll happen? That won't happen because I don't make the decisions. My wife decides. So I will end up on that trip on the Nile drinking the local cocktail out of a coconut shell. And it's good that I don't get to make the decisions because I'm a bloke. Blokes can't make decisions. We make shit decisions, don't we? If I made decisions, my life would culminate in me ending up in the bookies, shuffling about in my pyjamas with no money and a beer in one hand and a pizza in the other. That's about as much as my decisions would actually go to. But thing is, it's hard to get away on holiday as you get older, isn't it? Because the stresses of life get you. Kids, money, work. You go away and it's like you can't wait to come home. Literally, you've got on your phone all the time. You know what happens as soon as you come back? Right, you go through customs. I don't know about you, right? Do you do this thing when you go through customs? You walk through all sheepish like this. I ain't smuggled any drugs in the country for years, right? But I'm still suspicious. And then straight away, as soon as you get through customs, you're like, phone on, quick. As if you're like fucking Barack Obama or something. Someone's trying to get in hold of you in the 2 hours on the flight from Torremolinos. No one's trying to get in touch with you. And you turn to your wife and you go, I wonder if anything's happened since we've been away. Nothing's fucking happened. And I tell you what, you would know if something's happened because you spent every morning reading The Sun over cooked breakfast in Lineker's bar. But I don't do that sort of thing anymore anyway, because basically I got some bad news recently. Turns out I'm middle class. I'd done a survey online. It was supposed to tell me what social class I fit into. So I was middle class. I was so pissed off, right? Took me 2 bottles of Chablis to calm down. I was like, fuck that, I ain't having it. I'll tell you what I am having though, if I'm going to be middle class, cricket. Because cricket is brilliant if you're lazy. What you do, sit on the sofa Saturday morning, put a test match on, anywhere in the world, any 2 countries, I fucking hate cricket. And then if my wife says to me, Hank, can you take the rubbish out? I'll be like, I can't, I'm watching the cricket. She's like, that's all right, do it after. When does it finish? Tuesday. So I get to have a sit down. It's like, but the thing is now, you don't even have to go abroad, do you? I mean, look at what our weather's like now. All because of climate change, possibly. I don't know, we've gone too far with climate change, haven't we? You know what caused it? Whatever bastard called it global warming. Why the fuck would you tell British people that if they don't clean their act up, it's going to get warmer? That's like telling your kids, if you don't stop breaking your toys, you're going to get bigger and better toys. I mean, basically, you've all got a bag for life, haven't you? I mean, I've got a bag for life. Sometimes I might even use it twice. But the fact is, you bring it into your 4x4, fill it up with dirty fuel, hoping to change the climate so you can get on those sunny British beaches quicker, don't you? But if you've been to a petrol station, try to fill up with dirty fuel, unleaded petrol, unleaded petrol, unleaded petrol. If they don't sell petrol with lead in it, that's just petrol, right? I don't know who the fuck put lead in petrol in the first place, but you can't just take it out, turn all the pump screen and pretend you're some sort of eco-warriors. I mean, I can talk. You know what they say, people who throw stones, people shouldn't throw stones in glass houses. Let he is without sin cast the first stone, don't they? I don't know who they are, but they're fucking obsessed with stones, these people. I actually reckon, I like to think it's one bloke, right? One bloke who had a lot of time on his hand and a lot of stones. He probably had a quarry or something, right? He'd stand around and he'd go, you, roll that really big stone around, that really big one, check out its moss gathering capabilities. You're not doing anything. There's 2 stones, there's 1 bird over there. But as I say, that's just a way of saying you can talk and I can't talk. Because when I found out about global warming, what I'd done straight away, I went out and bought a load of coal. Great big pile of coal. I thought, I'm going to get it warm, quick. I ain't even got a coal fireplace. I was just doing it in my garden. I've got an ozone hole above my garden now. When my dog goes out for a crap, he comes back with scorch marks on his back. But I didn't know, did I? That in reality, what global warming meant was it was going to get so fucking rainy, like it did in the winter, the seas would rise, they'd move in by a couple of 100 miles, and by the time I get to sunbathe on the beaches, I'll have to do it under the Birmingham Ring Road. I mean, that's a disincentive, isn't it? If they want to stop you from causing global warming, they should say, if you don't stop, you're going to have to go on holiday to Birmingham. Then I'd have stopped. So nowadays, what I do, right, I've cleaned up my act. Now I know what it really means. I've cleaned my act right up. I recycle, free cycle, upcycle, downcycle. I do everything apart from fucking cycle. Because the thing is, nobody wants to see a middle-aged man in cycling shorts, do they? You seen them? It's what a sight that is. I ain't going to put anyone through that. I mean, I found out I was middle-aged recently. I had to come to terms with it. I was in a vintage clothing store. I was trying it all on. Apart from the fact it just looked like I was wearing the same clothes I had 35 years ago. What I realised was, vintage clothes, they don't go with a vintage face. It's like double denim. It's just too much of the same thing going on. But it's like, basically, at least I've had time to come to terms with it. I tell you what I feel sorry for. Do you remember Frankenstein? Do you know Frankenstein? You probably know the story, didn't you? Well, if you're going to be pedantic, basically Frankenstein was the scientist, Frankenstein was the monster, right? He was Frankenstein's monster. But he weren't a monster. You know what the problem was? They created him middle-aged, straight away. Poor bastard. He's got up, they jolted him into life. He's got up and he's gone, oh, here we go, bring it on. I seem to be a bit big for a baby. And then he caught a glimpse of himself in the mirror and he's gone, what the fuck have you done to me? It's like, 19th century Bavarian graves are full of young bodies who've died of scurvy, fucking weird diseases, right? Somehow you bastards have managed to find a 50-year-old bloke's head. Not to mention the fact I seem to be about 7'2". The average height at the moment is about 5 foot. I doubt I'll even fit through the bloody beer cellar, you bastards. So, no wonder and then, what's worse, on his first birthday, he's going to get shit presents. Those of you old enough to realise, those of you who have become middle-aged already will know when you get middle-aged, you get shit birthday presents. Listen to what I got last year for my birthday. I got a star named after me. I got an acre of rainforest and an acre of the moon. I mean, basically, I got fuck all. I got 3 certificates, right, with dubious legal credentials. And apart from that, if I manage to fly up to the moon, say I fly up to the moon, right, 250,000 miles on Ryanair, no fucking legroom, 500,000 cheese toasties later, and you know where it's going to land? You know the moon's got a nice bright face. That's where they'll live. Ryanair's airport be round the back of its head, wouldn't it? I'll have to come all the way round the front, all the way to the land registry office with my certificate. Do you think they'll take me seriously when my certificate is a laser copy printed by a man in a caftan in a crystal shop? I fucking doubt it. Anyway, that's me. Good night, thank you.